This is the tutorial for the formula sheet for assignment 4-1. The first thing you need to do is to type your name. Move your cursor to cell A1, type your name, and press enter. You'll notice on this sheet that there are a couple of cells that are shaded different colors. These are the cells where you have to put in a formula. I'll go through the first one with you. Move your cursor to cell B6. You're going to put in a formula to add up the two numbers, 5 and 9. You start off the formula with an equal sign. Then you type in the name of the cell that has the number 5. In this case, it would be cell B4. Then type in a plus sign because we're adding the two numbers. Type in the name of the cell that has the number 9. In this case, it's cell B5. Then press enter. The answer is calculated for you. If you have to change one of the numbers in your column that you're adding, just put your cursor on that cell, change the number, press enter, and then the total will be calculated for you. Now you're going to put in a formula in cell C6 to calculate this simple subtraction problem. Then in cell D6, you're going to put in a formula for the simple multiplication problem. And then in cell E6, you're going to put in a formula to calculate that simple division problem. And I'll just let you know ahead of time. In order to do the subtraction formula, the symbol that you use is the little hyphen. For the multiplication problem, use this star. So if you hold down the number, you hold down your shift key and type the number 8 on your keyboard, you'll get the star. And then for the division problem, use the / that's underneath the question mark. Then you're going to put in a formula to add up this column of numbers. You're going to type in an equal sign. Now, when you add up numbers, you get a sum. So we're telling Excel that it should sum up a column of numbers. In this case, a range of numbers. So we start with the left parentheses. We type in the cell name for the first location of our range. In this case, it would be cell G2. And it doesn't matter if I use a capital G or a small g. Then I type in a colon, and I type in the name of the last cell in the range, in this case, G6. I close my parentheses, and I press enter, and the number is calculated for me. In this cell, H7, you're going to do a similar calculation. You're going to put in a formula to add up these numbers, but you're going to do it in a slightly different way. You're going to use one of the functions that Excel has built in. So put your cursor in cell H6, now make that H7, and then come up here to the function wizard. Click on Auto Sum, and Excel is pretty smart. It can figure out a possible range of cells that you might want to add. Let's just check to make sure it's right. Excel is saying that it wants to add up the numbers in the range from H2 through H6, and that is the range where my numbers are. So I can press enter, and the answer will appear. And again, if you ever have to make changes to a number in the range that you're adding, make the change, and then your answer will be recalculated. Two other things that I'd like you to try out on this page. Put your cursor in cell B8 and type in the word January. move your cursor over to the right to cell C8 and type the word Monday. You'll see that if you put your cursor back on the word January, in the bottom right hand corner there's a little handle. If you move your mouse on that handle, click and drag, all of the months of the year will automatically appear until you let go of the mouse. I want you to do that for Monday. So put your cursor on the cell, click and drag, and then let go after you have a couple of days of the week. That's all for this tutorial. Remember to save your work. You can click on File and Save, or you can go up to the icon in the top left corner of your sheet, or you can hold down the Control key and press the letter S.